Okay, we are live with Captain of SmackDown, Mr. Max Sutton. Max, how are you, buddy?
Good to see you, Norm. Great time of year. Last time I was with you was a lot of fun, but it was in the middle of the season.
That's right.
Now it's postseason time, World Series time.
Now every game counts, every play counts, as we saw yesterday.
Oh my goodness, what do you say? Every pitch, every inning, every game, it doesn't stop. By the way, and these hats are awesome.
Excellent.
YMSL World Series.
I wish I had mine right now because it is boiling out here this morning.
The sun's all over us. Beautiful.
Okay, Max, first of all, let's start with you have to sit on the sidelines and watch this other game unfold, and you're one throw away from getting onto the field, and you end up sitting for another hour and a half.
I took out my bag, put it in my spot. I was actually right at first, and I was ready to just run on and say, boys, let's go, let's start hitting. An hour later, I'm still watching.
Right.
Unbelievable.
And we were joking. I told you 5 p.m. You go, we might still start at 5 p.m.
I think we started like 12:30.
Crazy.
Now, it was very entertaining, and our team loved it. It was a lot of fun to watch. Some web gems, Mars Shama in particular, some great throws, some shoddy play, but very entertaining. But we were sitting around, you know what I mean? And out of our regiment, out of our schedule, I don't think it affected us much, but we got on the field. What was it? We had 15, 20 minutes to warm up. We got guys trying to, chirp and hurry us up. Henry Shallon maybe had a lunch date, and he wanted to get out because he was like, come on, nobody hitting anymore, let's start. But all is well. We all got our swings in.
Commissioner almost didn't let you all bat also.
Yes, that was a little, we had to put on a serious face a little bit, I like to be, but it worked out. The other field was sopping wet. DSN's trying to fix 15 fields in the morning. I can't blame them. They did a great job on this field, and Fireman's Field East that we wanted was all puddled up after the rain. No big deal, because I think anyway, most of us would have been sitting here watching.
By the end, you would have been sitting here watching, but I always felt it was a disadvantage to be that team. I was that team a bunch of times in a couple of postseasons.
Watching.
And I told Bobby, it never made sense to me. Why do I have to wait? I get it when there's a play-in game to get in the playoffs, different scenario.
Right.
But why can't we schedule it the proper way? We tried, didn't work out or whatever.
All right. Fridays are hard, as we found out. But you know what? All is well. We were okay to play.
Yeah.
You want to say they had the edge? Maybe their edge started becoming not an edge because they played 11 innings.
They did. And how emotional of a game could they possibly have played?
You get to such a high, you could only go to a low.
Exactly.
It might have worked our advantage. Maybe and maybe not.
Okay, now you can't get off to a better start than you got off to because your first two guys double.
That's right.
You give up yourself, you go to the right side. Next guy gets him home 2-0 before we even blink an eye.
And that's exactly what we wanted. And we held them 1-2-3 in the first inning on a great play by Albert Sitt.
Yes.
Great play. By the way, we chose to put him in right field game one. They've been alternating, Albert Sitt and Albert Zolta.
Yeah, what's the story with that? Who is your right fielder? Are you continuing to alternate, or is there an injury? What's going on?
We had 1 and 1A all season. Albert Sitt's been, I drafted him, I think, the 11th round. One of the steals of the draft. He's great everywhere. He played second base this year, first base this year, left field this year, and he found a home in right field. And him and Albert Zolta alternate because we have a team where everybody gets their ample opportunity and at-bats, and it works. And he played great, game one. In the playoffs, he didn't see right field. Okay. So I told him, God willing, we're in the World Series, game one is yours. And it was his.
That's a gutsy call by you.
He passed the test with flying colors.
Flying colors. He had a couple
plays.
of good plays, for sure. Okay, now let's proceed to the game. You guys look like you're in cruise control. You even go up to 4-0.
Yeah, 4-0. We tacked on 2 more runs. That was nice. 4-0. And then they started waking up a little bit.
Yes, they come back to 4-2, but they had bases loaded, nobody out in that inning.
We were happy.
And I kept saying, they're a hit away. Hank came up, he ended up walking. The next guy came up, he didn't get the hit.
Ike Mavora had a nice swing. He had a deep fly to left. It was a sac fly. All runners advanced, so it was pretty
he did
productive.
his job there for sure.
But, that was close to landing even. It was a nice shot.
Because after Mavora, if one of the next 2-3 guys gets a single, it's 4-3.
4-3, that's right.
Big run there.
Meanwhile, it was 4-2, and they had the tying run on third with 2 out. And we got out of the inning. I forgot what the next batter did, to be honest. But we got out of the inning 4-2. Very happy about that.
Now, you guys tack on to 6-2 on the Joe G ball off of Lewis's bat.
Yeah, but before that, great base running by Marty Antony.
Good point.
Marty Antony slid late He ran into second, waited. I think the ball might have hit the back of his helmet. On Ike Mavor made a pretty good throw. He sliding the ball, hit him, and that created a lot of action.
Right.
Stephen Batesh went on to get a base hit, and then Lewis hit a nice shot with Joe G still kicking himself. I heard he had a bad dream 2 nights ago about that fly ball.
Oh no!
Yeah, he's not
don't
happy.
don't get so crazy, everybody.
Yeah, guys, it's softball.
It happens.
Things happen. And I've seen Joe make that play 1,000 times. I understand it didn't go in his glove. It wasn't an easy play. It was not an easy play. It's funny, when he hit the double in the 7th inning and he slid into second, he stands up, and I'm standing at shortstop, and I hear him say, "It's all my fault. If I caught that ball, we would be winning right now."
Right?
It doesn't work that way.
It doesn't work that way. We all know that. Who knows what would happen?
Exactly. So
maybe clamps down a little earlier if it's 4-2 instead of 6-2.
Exactly. By the way, it was 2 out, nobody on.
This came from nowhere.
Okay.
This came from absolutely nowhere.
I think
now,
Shimmy led off the inning at a ground ball to me.
before that, you guys now go up 6-2. You still have bases loaded.
Nobody out. That's
top
right.
of your order.
I think we were 2 lax.
Jimmy, Buka,
and myself.
You're
That's right.
3 top hitters in a row.
Yeah, Jimmy swung at the first pitch, popped out. All right, we rolled our eyes and said, "All right, Jim." Maybe he was trying to show off to his wife on the sidelines and hit a ball to the moon. Okay,
Right.
we thought Buka on a 2-0 count. I think.
Yep.
Watching the highlights, I didn't realize that. Watching the game it was 2-0. Popped out, and then I grounded to third. Yeah, you know what? Kudos to Leo. You know what?
He battled all day.
He battled. He changed his speeds. He's doing his thing. He definitely got better and better over the years. He's in the World Series for a reason. He's got
So
a great
6-2,
team.
okay, big deal. You didn't tack on.
Exactly.
What's the big deal?
We didn't go
1
crazy.
out, 2 outs. Like you said, Shimmy grounds out.
Ground to short. Next guy,
Mo Cass got out.
I think he grounded hard up to Buka, made a nice play. 2 out, nobody on. 2 smooth plays by the field with smiles.
9-hitter coming up.
Right. We keep saying, guys, focus, laser focus. But you know what? Raw Dog got a hit. We played Benny Rishti. We played him shallow to try to cut off any bloop, and he hit it over them. Credit to him, you know. Base hit. Eddie Rishti hit a line drive. I was so close.
You were close. It looked
nipped
like
my glove. It nipped my glove.
Did it really?
Yeah, it really did. It hit
Oh
a glove.
my God.
I remember being so upset. I said, "All right, it's 2 out." Joe G lines it up the middle for a double. Yeah, at that point, you got to say our team still feels good. We have a good team, but they did a good job.
What happened to
Yeah.
them? And so quickly.
They did a very good job, this White Walkers team. And by the way, not one of us on our team are rolling over on these guys. We know they're ball players, and we know they're in the World Series for a reason. So credit to them. Nice little comeback. Puts up Ike Mavora. Ike Mavora, and he's noted, is gonna make you make a play.
He had a great day. He had a great day yesterday.
His day started with a very tough luck double play ground ball
to Lee.
Yeah, but watching the highlight, because I wasn't here for it, he hit the ball hard. He just hit it right at him. But after that, he got some big hits. He really did. So he
had a leadoff double in a big inning.
Right.
He had a huge day after that double play.
He took a little beating too. I think him and Raw Dog collided, and Ike ended up in the bathrooms over here.
Confirmed that he was colliding with Raw Dog on a ball that went 2 miles.
Yes, he probably would have had a
scored
triple.
from first, and he's on first. We're like, what happened to him?
It was very funny watching him down. And Raw Dog, it looked like he didn't even take a shot.
Right.
He didn't even know.
I don't think he felt him yet. And Ike's not exactly Jacob Cohen or something, you know?
It's true. It was wild.
Okay, so Max, very quickly, this last play. Now Greenberg's on second as the tying run. When did you guys go over the spring training pickle play that you guys executed it perfectly?
First off, I have to thank Jackie Picciotto and Jackie Ashkenazi because Marty Anteby coming from left field on a line is definitely youth coaching.
And Albert Sitt.
And Albert Sitt, another Hillel graduate who has been on these teams. 2, we have a team. Thank God, I'd like to say we draft a team of baseball guys, not just athletes. You have a guy like Lewis, a guy like Steven, Salim, and as I said, Marty and
how about
Albert
Jimmy?
Sitt, Jimmy Malaf. These are guys that know baseball, so it's not that we go through drills. No, I mean, maybe we should, but we didn't. But when you watch on the highlights and you see everybody creeping in, like slowly getting to their spots, it's a fun thing to see.
To me, that's the most beautiful play. When I see that executed like that.
So everybody wanted to be involved and did it at the right time and didn't, it was very
nobody
cool.
cut anybody off.
Right.
Either they all went in line. Like, I don't know. I wanted to put music behind it. How perfectly it was executed.
And Marty's legs are what gets Joe Greenberg. Because Joe Greenberg, we note over the year, you live and die by his legs.
Yeah.
Most of the time you live. He does some crazy things, but it works. And I think a lot of guys, I played with him for 2 years, won a championship with him. He's the best. But Marty's fast.
Yeah.
So when Marty had the ball, Marty said, "I'm not giving it up. Let me just chase this guy down." And it was after him going back and forth.
Back and
12
forth
times.
and back and forth.
He's exhausted, and I'm sure he took a bath of Epsom salt after that. But we'll take the win. Not going to be an easy series. I like to look at the positive always. Well, having the W is the biggest positive.
Always.
So I'm not complaining about that. And my team's defense was great. I mentioned Albert Sid. Teddy Braha threw a laser to second base.
He did.
That's a big play. John, nothing wrong with John going for a double, but throw beat him and he was out. You could watch the highlights by
he was
good
out.
2 feet. Some great defense. Marty in particular, the pickle. Our infield defense, I think I made one error to lead off an inning and the run didn't come to score. But otherwise, we played really well.
You're right. Salim had a strong day.
Yeah,
Buka till that last play had a nice
it was good.
day.
So of course, it's softball. Things happen. But Nathan will be the first to tell you he didn't feel like he was his best.
Yeah.
And you know what? Maybe not on his best, and us leaving runners on base, walking away with a W in the World Series, I'll take it.
Jimmy made a great throw when he needed to. Lewis made a great catch when he needed to. And you guys, every player on the team got involved in that play.
You know what it is? I always love to say, especially in sweeps on a regular season week, when you look at a sweep, if you look back at the game, I mean, now we have the advantage of seeing highlights and talking about it, but if you look back at the game, even by yourself, usually when a team sweeps, every single guy on the team contributed in one way or another.
Yeah.
That's how it usually happens.
You're right.
And that's a beautiful. Now, it was one game, but in the World Series, every game is a mountain climb.
It's so great.
It's amazing. And a 5-game series is so different than a 3. So we'll take the win.
How much fun is this?
Oh,
You guys
my
are up
goodness.
1-0 in the World Series.
I'll tell you, last night I'm by the other field, by the night league, and I'm talking to guys, and I'm making jokes because we're doing the game live, and I'm like, Sunday morning, this guy's sleeping late, and Zach Ashkenazi hears me and says, "Could you please shut up?" And I'm like, you know
Can't
what?
handle it.
There's 6 teams sitting at home, and we have 24 guys that are lucky enough to actually be on the field and play this time of year, and it's awesome.
And you look at the guys who are sitting at home. Like Morris Shama can't win this year. Ali Marshall, Joe Eschko, this
Jackie
one, that one.
Powell,
All
whatever.
these guys can't win, and
It's-
you could win it all.
It's such a pleasure. Just to be here is a pleasure. Now, you know, I always tell my children, we say it as a joke, but second place is always the first loser.
Yeah.
So we're not here just to be in the World Series. And I know the White Walkers are saying the same.
Of course.
But it is a pleasure to be here. And hopefully the weather's going to be like this.
I hope
for
so.
the rest of the way. Because this is great.
Max, I love you. Good luck the rest of the way. Great job captaining this team. Seriously, you have your head into every play. Every single play, you are telling people what to do, where to be, what to think about.
So a lot of kudos to Jimmy with positioning this year, Jimmy Malach. And you mentioned his throw, by the way. He made a couple of great throws this season.
Yeah.
But yeah, we had a nice mix of young. You guys keep saying we're the youngest team in the league.
You're also the oldest.
We're also the oldest. Yeah, I mean, to a certain extent, we're the youngest. But I think I'm the oldest short. No, I'm not the oldest shortstop, but
You're up there.
I'm up there. I'm up as the oldest. I have Salim at third, Lewis and Steven. So we're not the youngest team, but in certain spots we are. And we like to utilize it all. And it's a team effort. And the mojo of the veterans like Steven and Lewis and the young guys just being so youthful and athletic and enjoying themselves out here. You know, they're the that's what the YMSL is going to keep moving with.
Yeah.
Guys like Teddy and Marty and Albert. They're the young guys.
58 years old, combined age in your outfield in the
Unbelievable.
World Series.
I know in another 30 years, I don't know if me and Lewis are playing, and these guys might be playing.
Lewis will still be playing. Hopefully, Sam Adams, the leader of your revolution at first base, will still be playing over there. And Max, good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you so much, Norman. Great job. Looking forward.
Thank
Can't
you.
wait to 2 more great games coming Sunday.
You got it. Thank you, buddy.